Good morning, dear students. Today, I welcome you all to the session number 39. In this session, we are going to learn about close test. Now, let me share PPTs with you. Now, I again welcome you all to this session number 39. In this session, we are going to discuss about close test with some exercises. So here is an exercise. In the last session, we have already discussed about how to solve a cloze test and we have learned about those tips. So here we can use those tips and solve this one of the exercise here. So before this, we have to go through the whole passage and find out the context here. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂದರ್ಭವನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ we must use grammar, usage and vocabulary. So let's go through the passage quickly. Jill was walking to her class slowly. She was worried dash the history test she would have to dash that morning. As she was reaching the classroom, a piece of paper suddenly fluttered down and dashed near her feet. As Jill glanced down at the paper, her heart nearly dashed a beat. It was the history test paper, complete dash answers. Jill's very first thought was not to dash anyone about she had found. She would memorize, dash the answers, and do extremely dash in the test. After some hard thinking, however, she knew that it would be a very dash thing to do. Besides, it would not be dash to her classmates. In the dash, Jill returned the paper to her history teacher, Miss James. So, to read this passage is the intention of this reading this passage is to get the context here. So, what is the context here? As we have read, the context here is that Jill is going to take the history test on that day, and she is worried much about it. But when she is in worry in her classroom, she has got a question paper of history test with full of answers. But as Jill is a sincere student, she has returned the she has decided to return the question paper to her history teacher, Miss James, and she would not cheat her classmates. That's why she has returned the history test paper to her teacher, Miss James. This is the context here. Now let us go through the uses of grammar, usage, and vocabulary. Zilwa, again, let's go through this passage and fill the answers. And here the blanks have been numbered 1 to 11. And the answer have been given at the end in the bracket. From these answers, you have to fill the appropriate answers. Jill was walking to her class slowly. She was worried dash about the history test she would have to dash that morning. So for go to the first blank, she was worried. So here we have already discussed about phrasal verbs. Worry about. So here is a worry about is a phrasal verb. So otherwise, if you are confused, you can go through the elimination method also. So let's go through that elimination method. Worried landed. It doesn't seem to be answer. Worried missed. No. Worried all seems to be a right answer, but this is not a appropriate answer. Worried dishonest? No. Worried take? No. Worried about. So worry about here is a phrasal verbs. So the answer here is you may fill about in the first blank. Then come to the second blank. She would have to dash that morning. So she is going to take the history test. That's why we can put the verb take here. And here you can see the helping verb also have. After helping verb, you can put the main verb. This is one of the rules we have discussed in the tips. So she has worried to take that morning. As she was reaching the classroom, a piece of paper suddenly fluttered down and near her feet. You can understand this sentence. ಈ ಒಂದು ವಾಕ್ಯವನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವು fluttered down. uh, the paper has came there suddenly and fluttered down. So after that, what happens? That definitely lands there. So the answer here is landed. So fill the third blank with the answer landed near her feet. As Jill glanced down at the paper, her heart nearly dashed a beat. So you can use here also elimination method. So when you get confused, you can use always elimination method. After we have already used three words here. One, that is first one is about, second one is take, third one is that is landed. So use the word missed. This seems to be right answer here. All a bit, no. Dishonest, no. Well, no. With that doesn't seems to be right answer. So here the right answer is heart missed the beat. So that's why her heart nearly missed a beat. The fourth blank you may fill the answer with feel missed. So it was the history test paper complete dash answers. So complete dash answers means complete with answers. So the preposition here is complete with the answers. Jill's very first thought was not to dash anyone, not to dash anyone. So somebody. So she's thinking about somebody. That is here is tell. So not to tell anyone about that what she has found. Fill the sixth blank with tell. She would memorize dash the answers. So what she would memorize? Dash the answers. How many answers? So here, okay, can you find here number? No. So here all, they have given all. So that's why fill the seventh blank with all the answers. And do extremely dash in the test. So she is thinking to do something good. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆ ಪೇಪರ್ನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕಂತ. So good means here well. So put the answer here. Do extremely well in the test. After some hard thinking, however, she knew that it would be very dash thing to do. So it would be not a good thing to do. So it means fair thing to do. So hence, so say you can use here. So not fair, dishonest thing to do. So it would be a dishonest thing to do to her classmates. Hence, besides, it would not be dash to her classmate. So here you can put the fair, not there. So besides, it would not be fair to her classmates. Fair here is a noun. In the dash, in the already the remaining word is only one, that is end. So you can put the 11th blank and fill the 11th blank with the answer end. So in the end, Jill returned the paper to her history teacher, Miss James. Let's go quickly through again the answer. Jill was walking to her class slowly. She was worried about the history test she would have to take that morning. As she was reaching the classroom, a piece of paper suddenly fluttered down and landed near her feet. As Jill glanced down at the paper, her heart nearly missed a beat. It was the history test paper complete with answers. Jill's very first thought was not to tell anyone about what she had found. She would memorize all the answers and do extremely well in the test. After some hard thinking, however, she knew that it would be a very dishonest thing to do. Besides, it would not be fair to her classmates. In the end, Jill returned the paper to her history teacher, Miss James. Now let's go through the another exercise. So exercise number 2 here. So as I told you, first you have to find the context in this exercise. So for that, you can go through the passage. Would you like to buy a box of mastic, mister? The little girl asked the man, dash she approached did not even to answer her. He shuffled dash in his greatcoat, eager to get home, dash his cozy fireplace. The girl was shivering, dash the cold. It had been dashed continuously for the past 2 days. The girl's shoes dash were already thin, were thoroughly soaked. Yet her sweet angelic dash did not lose dash innocent smile. It only made her dash more pathetic when she knitted her brows sometimes. Her feet dash shore with painful chilblains. So now let's go through the grammar, usage, and vocabulary. So with that, we can find the answer here to this passage. Would you like to buy a box of matchstick, Mister? The little girl asked. So the context here is that the little girl is asking that man a matchstick because they are shivering from the cold. Hence, they wants to lit the fire to save them from this cold. So this is the context. Uh, let's go through the let's go to find out the answers. The little girl asked the man, dash she approached. So the man, when the question comes here, the man. So the question here is whom. So you can put the answer here. You may fill the answer one with one first blank with whom from the answers. See, approached did not even dash to answer her. So he did not even thinking. He did not even stop or bother to answer her. So fill the second blank with stop or bother. So the bother here is a noun. He shuffled dash in his great coat. He shuffled. So the here you can fill here with some by elimination method. Before elimination method, shuffle away is a phrasal verb here. So you can put shuffled away. Away. So he shuffled away. The third answer here is away. That is first in this bracket. Eager to get home. Dash his cozy fireplace, his great coat, eager to get home. So this person wants to move away from one direction to another direction. So when we use the preposition to is when there is a movement from one direction to another direction. So that's why eager to get home to his cozy fireplace. Is it? You can put the answer here to, that is to is a preposition showing the direction. The girl was shivering, dash the cold. So the girl was shivering with the cold. No, no answer with this. So here is in is the answer. So you can put the answer. You may fill the answer fifth blank with in the cold. It had been dash continuously for the past 2 days. It had been. And so it had been. See this. This is past perfect continuous tense. Now tell me, dear students, in the past perfect continuous tense, what form of verb will we use? V3 form? No, it is the ing form of the verb. It had been dash. So the in the answer answer in the bracket, you can find the ing form of the verb. So it is very easy. That is away, in, to, snowing. So see this, snowing is the ing form of the verb. So you can put here. It had been snowing continuously for the last 2 days. So the sixth answer is snowing. The girls shows dash were already thin were thoroughly soaked. So the seven answer is the girl shows the question here. Which were? So which were? So put the answer or you may fill the seventh blank with uh, which were already. The thin were thoroughly soaked. At her sweet angelic dash did not lose. Angelic. So here is a description. So they are describing about something. So that is definitely that is answer here is face. Her angelic face did not lose dash innocent smile. The face, its innocent smile. So fill the ninth answer with answer its. It's an innocent smile. It only made her dash more pathetic. It only made her look pathetic. You can put here answer look. Her pathetic, the verb, the look here is verb. Her look more pathetic when she knitted her brows sometimes. Her feet dash sore with the painful chilblain. So the remaining answer here is were. So you can put that her feet were sore with painful chilblains. Let's go quickly through the answer. Would you like to buy a box of mastic, mister? The little girl asked. The man whom she approached did not even bother. The right answer is bother. Bother to answer her. He shuffled away. Phrasal verb in his great coat, eager to get home to his cozy fireplace. The girl was shivering in the cold. It had been snowing continuously for the past 2 days. The girl's shoes, which were already thin, were thoroughly soaked. Yet her sweet angelic face did not lose its innocent smile. It only made her look more pathetic even when she knitted her brows sometimes. Her feet were sore with painful chilblains. So with this discussion, I will end this session today.